What's up, friends? And welcome back to Opposites Attract Podcast.
That's your girl, Sonia Ramirez.
And I am sitting next to
Miguel Ramirez.
What's up, everybody? How was your day?
How was your week?
How was your life?
Going. We're just going to... All right, here we go. Make sure you guys go to our website, oppositesattractpodcast.com. When you guys go to our website, you can see all the ways that you can follow the show. You can also click around, see how you can support us by shopping through the Amazon link. And you can also go to buymeacoffee.com/oppositepod. We'll tell you more about that later. But guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Me.
You're back. Your voice is back.
I know. I was listening to the last podcast and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
But I did it. We did it.
You did it.
Made it happen.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I'm telling you, it's different. Like we've done this for so long that it's like we've learned how to do this together.
Yes.
It is a skill.
Yes. At the beginning, I was not comfortable at all, like in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Right? Like I was so worried about how I looked or the things that I said, how I sounded,
You were
all of that.
in your head. Yeah.
Yes. And now it's like, okay, like whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, but then sometimes
you get past yourself.
Have you ever had one of those moments? I was kind of telling you I had one of those yesterday where you kind of just drop into like what you're like your whole life and it's like, oh, like holy shit, like we do this. You know what I mean? Have you ever had that before? Actually, have you ever had that specifically about this show? Because I know like a few months ago, like we were getting ready to start, like hit record.
Yes.
And I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Like we're like recording shit and putting it out to the, like what? This is fucking crazy. You know, like when you sit and think about it.
I think about that as a whole. I get that as a whole with the things that we're doing in our life. Just everything. I get like that thought with us.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. Like I am
just all
a
life
part
all the
of
way
this
around.
Beautiful relationship and this beautiful life. And now it's coaching. Now I'm doing what I love to do. Right? Which I didn't know it was going to be that, but I'm stepping like I am in it. I'm living it. You know, and with our kids, the same thing. Like it's like we're really doing this.
Yeah.
You know, and when we're playing this game well, as you would say.
Yeah. Make it work for us.
Yes. Yeah. So Miguel and I have been pretty steady busy with our goals and working out and doing all that good stuff. And though we take time, I would say mainly in the evenings, to spend that time together, like when the kids go to sleep and we have an hour or two to be together. But the other day, Friday, Miguel had off.
Yeah.
And we made the decision to just have an us day.
Yeah. Just spend time together.
To spend time together. And had some drinks. And it was just really fun to be with you and to just let everything go.
Yeah, just kind of just relax together.
And what I mean by everything, I mean like there was normally I'm cleaning. Like I'm just picking up, I'm doing laundry, you know, you're working on things. It's constant with us.
No, we just laid around and talked. Like we didn't even watch TV.
No.
We just like hung out all
and
day.
Laughed.
That's kind of been like this week because yesterday and then today we've been hanging out all day with us and the kids. And, you know, it's Halloween in the neighborhood like we've been talking about.
It's one big party.
More family stuff.
Right.
And people coming by.
Friday was us.
Yes.
And when we had a lot of special moments yesterday. And it brought us back around. For me, it brought me back around to why I fell in love with you.
Yeah.
You know, it brought me back around to the inner child within me. You know, the fun, sassy, crazy.
Yeah.
Me. And that is part of me. But that part of me hasn't really been out for like a long time because I've been playing mom, I've been playing wife, I've been playing business owner and all those different roles.
And spiritual coach.
Yes. But that crazy, fun, sexy wife that you fell in love with, where I am just like loose, like letting loose and letting go and just being silly with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. I think yesterday when we were hanging out, like a thought that I kept having was I'm just happy to be doing this with you, you know, like just doing life with you and like seeing where we're going.
Yeah.
You know, all the stuff that we've already done and just being in the moment, like, and enjoying what's happening. Because that, like, in the end, that's really all that matters is this moment right now.
And a lot of times we live a lot in the future because what we're doing right now is for the future.
Yeah.
But instead of being in the now, we're thinking of the future while we're doing. Confusing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It should be motivating, but you should be present in what you're doing. You know?
And when you say present, what does that mean? What was that for you yesterday, being present? What's the difference between being present yesterday than being present with me another time? Or, you know what I'm saying? What was different about yesterday?
Well, it was a lot more kind of like I said, like in the moment. It was just that whatever we were doing, whether we were just kind of laying down together, it was like just not really thinking about anything. It was just enjoying that moment instead of like thinking, like laying there and enjoying that time, but also thinking about, what do we have to do next week? Or, oh, we got this stuff coming up, or, you know, whatever. Like, yeah, we're still spending time together and we're still, but instead yesterday was like more just thinking about that moment.
Would you say that being present takes all senses being turned on? Like feel, touch, hear, like just...
I don't know, but I think it's more like just an awareness, you know, like you just have to pay attention to it. Like once you start noticing it, and maybe you don't even notice it, but if you start to try to pay attention to it, you know, you can catch it.
So we decided to make a day where we become irresponsible adults.
Yep, we quit.
We quit being adults for the day. And it's so funny because normally, you know, like Audrey's school is just around the corner. It's not like it's far.
Yeah.
But we're pretty good parents. You know, we're there for them. And though her school is not that far away and she could actually walk home, we pick her up.
Yeah. And we drop her off, and there's a bus.
So yesterday,
or not anymore,
we decided that let's see how she handles this.
Yeah.
You don't answer your phone and I'm not answering my phone. And
dude, I was walking further than her in New York when I was in elementary school.
Oh, yeah. No, I was, walking, crossing like major streets. No, for sure. Yeah.
Riding the bus, riding the train.
Yeah.
She can cross a street.
Yeah. So she ended up, you know, she came home, and when she walked in the door, she was like a little frustrated.
And we're like, we quit. You guys figure it out.
I'm like, what's up, girl?
I was like, you guys are going to have to figure out how to log in and pay bills because I'm not doing it anymore.
And she's like, I knew you guys were home. Why weren't you answering your phone?
Yeah.
You know? And then I'm like, you weren't even worried about us? Like, we weren't answering our phones and you weren't worried because that's not the norm?
She's like, what the hell were you guys doing?
No, yeah. And then she's like, she looked at us and...
Not really. She didn't say that, but...
She looked at us and she's like, I'm like, what do you think we were doing? She's like, you guys were having sex.
Pretty much.
You know?
Yep.
And it's just... And I think with us, we're pretty open with our kids.
Well, they're getting older and look, I started telling you, like, they're going to start traumatizing themselves. Like, start asking too many fucking questions.
Right.
You're going to start getting some answers you may not want to fucking hear.
So don't ask.
What are those hooks for? You know? Oh, let me fucking tell you about those hooks, what we do with those hooks.
So we were talking about the kids for a bit. We didn't really talk that much about the kids, but we did, which was good because it was mainly about us having fun and what we're going to do in Georgia. And
yeah.
But Audrey and Joey were talking to us the other day about them finding their Christmas presents because we were talking to them about Santa Claus and how they realized that Santa Claus wasn't real and all this other stuff, right? And these little sneaky kids, Audrey especially, went and found the gifts in the closet room or in the closet, but they were on top of our sex pillows.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she never asked, like, what are those pillows?
They're not dumb. They're like, I don't want to know what the hell none of this shit is.
She did not ask. So I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
That's
but
fun.
Obviously, if we were kids and we found pillows that look like that in our parents' closet.
Would you think something? Like, I mean,
I've never seen these before.
Like, what the, like, what kind of weird ass stretching pillows or, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it was us, I would either think it's some kind of workout shit or they're fucking with it. That'd be my, knowing my parents. It's a workout thing or they fuck on it.
So anyways, I was sharing this experience with you all, sharing our experience. We can't get into much great detail, but you guys could use your imagination. We had the entire day to ourselves.
Yeah.
And we were just fucking around, doing whatever we wanted to do. There was no cleaning. There was
no plan, no nothing.
And the house was an actual disaster because we messed every room up.
Yep.
That you too should take a day to be irresponsible adults.
Yeah.
And just have fun.
Yeah, it was a good
Have
time.
fun with your partner. Let your hair down. Walk around naked if you want to.
Yep.
And be that. Because I feel that moment, not only did that day, it was a great day, but I still feel like just a great connection with you today. You're right.
Yeah.
Like even today, like I woke up and I'm like, normally I clean the house or make breakfast and then we record the podcast. We're recording pretty late.
Yeah. Like
because and I woke up. Miguel woke me up at 3:00 in the morning with a surprise.
Yeah.
And then and that was amazing.
Good morning.
Hello. Stacy came out for a little bit.
Yep. That was funny.
Yeah, we can talk about Stacy. How do you like Stacy? She's fun, right?
Yeah, she's fun.
Are you a little nervous because you don't know what I'm about to say?
No, I have no clue where you're going with this. It could go anywhere.
Anyways, just take an adult day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be responsible today. Have fun with your partner. And today we just having a great time with the kids.
Yeah.
And sharing an hour or so with you all.
And like you were saying, it kind of rubbed off on the next day. And then
because you rubbed off on me at 3.
Yep.
It just continues.
Yeah. So then this morning we woke up and decided that we're going to go get breakfast together and then go to the mall and check out some stuff for Audrey. And then now we came back to record and it's evening time in our neighborhood.
I'm looking out our window and our neighborhood is absolutely amazing. I am so grateful that we chose to buy this house.
Yeah.
Because our neighbors are the shit. They all know how to party. We hang out, have such a good time together. We're all like selling things, right? Yeah. Cookies and wands. Not my kind of wands, but
light wands.
Light wands
for kids.
For kids. And
not that one. Not those ones.
Not that one. And it's just been like a party every day. And today is going to be hot. And we've
been sitting in the front in hoodies. And the other thing, we got the spider with the little string on it that we can set it off when people are going by. Dude, we've been scaring the shit out of people.
So we have a guy hanging on our tree, like upside a dead body upside down. And we have a white mask, like just a white mask on it. And it's pretty freaky looking. And so I had extra masks. So me and Miguel, we dress up, black hoodies. We're all in black, but with the white mask. And we're just sitting still on our porch. Yeah. And people are looking. Some see us, some don't. But when they see us, they're wondering, are they real? And we're staying still as shit until we notice it. Someone notices us, but we don't move right away.
No,
but we're slowly following them.
Yeah, as they're crossing by the street. And it starts freaking people out. They're like, are they looking at us? Mm-hmm. Are they real?
Yes. Yeah. And the kids, it's funny because the adults really get freaked out. But when I notice the kids are getting scared, I'll wave. Like we'll wave. Yeah. We don't want to traumatize, the kids.
But like you were saying yesterday, there's like some dudes that they'll like, I'll catch them like all the way on the left side of my view. And they're like coming all the way across and you'll see like, I'm pretty sure he looked at me. And then a couple times he kind of like glances over there to see if I'm still looking. I'm like, yeah, he saw me. Yeah. And then as he goes all the way across the street, it's like right before he goes out of sight, he like takes a quick glance. And it's like, this dude's like, he's freaked out, but he's not like trying not to show it.
No, because he's a macho dude. And funny. But that's hilarious when that happens because you see that they are freaked out by it, but they're just not showing it.
You know what we should do is we should have both of us looking in different directions, and then when one of us sees somebody, then the other one turns, because that would be freaky too for people. It's like all of a sudden the other one like comes and starts looking at you too. You're like, oh shit.
And then we bought a strobe light.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we have this music, this haunted house music. Yesterday we were playing Freddy.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger.
Yep, and it's loud. So we have the whole setup.
Yeah.
And it's so fun just to be there and to scare the shit out of people.
A really good one. So we got the spider that jumps out, right? And it's got this fishing string on it because it had a sensor. The sensor's not working. So we hit it with the fishing string and it jumps out. But you can't tell that we can control it from like 25 feet away. So there was this lady that spots us and she like gets right in front of us. And the spider's like right in front of where we're sitting. But it's like right where the people are at. And she's like trying to look to see if we're real, and she's got her phone out and she's trying to zoom in on our faces, I guess, to see our eyes. And while she's doing that, I hit the spider that's right in front of her, and it scared the shit out of her.
Yes.
It was so good.
Yes.
Dude, you made somebody fall in the street. Yeah.
I didn't make them.
Yeah, they
tripped.
Tripped, they fell, slow motion, rolled their ankle into the street. It was hilarious.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, we'll be doing more of that today.
Yes. And it seems like we are, or I know that we are TikTok famous.
Yeah.
And
yeah, look up
Santa. Insane.
Look up Santa Rita Ranch Halloween.
Dude,
on TikTok.
I had a friend who lives way maybe an hour away from us.
Or Mesa AZ Halloween on TikTok. It'll come up.
And saw her in our neighborhood. Anna.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, dang, you're way over here on the other side of town, huh?
Yeah, it's like an hour away.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But we've been running into a lot of people that we know as well when we're not wearing the mask, when we're just out socializing.
Yeah, when we're
like
not
there's a
people.
line of cars out there right now. I told Miguel we need to hurry up and finish this podcast so we can go play. No.
Yep.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Yeah,
because by the time, well, they're going to listen to this on Sunday, but this is Halloween weekend.
Yeah, but people listen to it throughout the week.
Yes.
So happy Halloween.
Yes. Dude,
I'm glad. I mean, Halloween is nice, but I've been eating a shit ton of candy. Oh my God. I got to get away from this. We got to get rid of all this fucking candy.
I haven't been doing too bad though. Today, I had the pretzels, but you ate most of them because I was like done. Like I've been very good at like being okay, having a small amount and then like, okay, I'm good. Like listening to my body.
You know, there's something that I wanted to mention about this stuff because, you know, actually we have examples on this podcast. Like we've been on a roll, but it's not always this way, you know, and it's easy to like, it's not easy. It's always difficult, even to stay on the path, like to keep doing the things that you're supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm. It gets easier to keep doing it the more you do it because you've been doing it and it's like, now I don't want to mess up this streak that I have going.
What you do.
Yeah, you've been doing it. Then you also know that if you stop, it's gonna take more to get back into it and all that stuff. But things come in cycles. And then sometimes also like it's not really that you're falling off the path. It's just that maybe you just take a break for a little bit.
Yes.
You allow yourself to let go for a little bit. And then it's like, okay, I can't let go that much. I got to get back on the path, get back on track. And this has been for me like a perfect example of that. Before I left on my trip to Connecticut, I was like 160 pounds, exactly almost. Maybe a little bit less, a little more, but about 160. I get back 4 days later and I didn't weigh myself and we started hanging out and eating. And then that week you guys were all kind of sick. You had lost your voice. So I've been staying home from work and it's like, all right, well, I'm just going to kind of take it easy. I'm not going to really push too hard or whatever. And, my knee's kind of bugging me too. So I'm kind of rehabbing that as another excuse for not really pushing too hard or whatever the fuck, you know? And, Connecticut had some good pizza and I destroyed some pizza in Connecticut. And then we get back here and I don't know what the hell I've been eating since I've been back. I've been eating everything. Since I've been back. I mean, whatever we have in that fridge, I will tear it up. The bad stuff first, you know, and then so I weighed myself recently and I've gained like 10 pounds in the last week, you know, but it's like, all right, well, and maybe a little more.
I don't know. You look good to me.
Thanks, babe.
Yes.
You know, but it's not always just fucking go, yeah. You know, it's like, all right, I'll get back. It's time to get back on it. And I was just thinking Halloween is Tuesday. Maybe that's the end of it once
for a little
all
bit,
the candy's gone. And no shit. Got to get back on track. And then Thanksgiving comes around off the rails again.
This is my thing. Even when I was sick, I was still going to the gym. I think I may have missed 2 days or something like that. Because I've been so good, like going to the gym. And what I'm loving these days is my stretching routine. Like I started stretching before my workouts, 20 to 30 minutes. And I feel so good. Like my knees aren't hurting me, my sciatica. Like I feel so good. And it's something that I don't want to stop doing because I got myself to the point where I can reach my like legs over my head and touch the floor. I still need to
see this.
I showed you on a video.
Yeah, you showed me in a video.
Stacy's going to show you in Georgia.
Okay.
Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have fun. We'll talk. Yeah. Anyways, Stacy is the fun side of me.
Yeah.
She's my eager.
Yeah.
I can't even talk right now. She is eager.
Yeah, she is.
But she is my my ego. I decided to name my ego is Stacy, and she is a lot of fun. She's a fucking badass. Yeah. She's the one that gets shit done. Like she's the one that gets me up every morning. She's the one that gets the business going to, like we talked about it's so funny how I recognize this and how I see it and how I see her. And I introduced you to her.
Yeah.
Specifically her.
That was funny.
Yeah. And then, Sonia had to come back around, but Sonia's the one that meditates, and she's mommy.
Yeah.
And she's wife, and she's a friend, and she's a coach, and she's all these things, right? And Stacy's just a bit naughty.
Yeah. You're a dork.
Anyways, where was I?
I don't know. Stacy.
No, let's not right now. I feel her coming out. Anyways, damn. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So anyways, she's the one that gets shit done. So the whole stretching routine, even when I wasn't feeling good, I was still like pushing myself to go to the gym. Maybe not at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was getting there at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, but I was still making it happen because I do not want to fall back.
Right.
Because I work so hard to get myself flexible, like where I'm at today. And it's only going to become better because I want to do the splits for you. So that's my goal, is to be able to do the splits. Nice. And so, yeah, so I've been working on that. And not only that, but I've been doing my planks, 2-minute planks. And it's a love-hate relationship because now I'm feeling my back. Like I'm feeling the benefits of doing the planks and the push-ups, and my form is on point, so I work so hard to get to where I'm at today that I fucking refuse to not do it. Because I went to my boxing class and I enjoyed it, but it's like I will be at the gym for 3 hours if I'm doing boxing. Yeah. And I'm doing my stretching and I'm doing my lifting. So it's like, how do you work all that in? And what is it that I really, really want? And I love boxing. It's fun. So what I did in LA Fitness, like I did my stretching. I did all that. I even jump roped. I'd be looking like a boxer in that gym. And then I started boxing, like hitting the bag. And oh my gosh, that's a workout, like a really good workout.
Yep.
So I can still, do that as well. And then practice on you.
Yeah, that'd be fun too. I gotta put the chest protector on so you can light me up.
And I love, just choking you and playing with you.
Yeah,
that's another thing that you want to, you want to get to that point where you're just comfortable with who you're with, and you're okay with letting your guard down, like just. Jumping on his back like a monkey, or like we play
playful,
it's finding that inner child again. That's what it is. It's getting out of your fucking head and getting out of that perfection, like, that perfection or judgment against self or the person that you're with, and just letting it all go.
Yeah. You're right. No, it's been a lot of fun. The time that we've spent together, and the weekend's not over yet.
But it's been a while since we've had that kind of time. It's been a bit where we're having deep conversations, but we're having playful conversations, right?
Yeah.
And it was a reminder that that's something that we have to do more of because we get so busy.
Yeah, we've been just doing one thing to the next, and we got to make sure we're spending quality time together.
Yes, that we are connecting. If you guys are listening to the podcast, you may want to watch it. You may want to go to YouTube, and you may want to subscribe and share.
Yep. And you can also go to our new YouTube channel, Opposites Attract Podcast Clips. It's where all the clips come out. So if you've been wondering where the clips have gone, they've gone to a new channel on YouTube. You can still find the clips on Facebook as well. But yeah, the podcast comes out every week, and you guys can go to our website, oppositesattractpodcast.com, and you can find all the ways that you can follow us. You can follow us at Opposite Pod on all the different social media, or just search Opposites Attract Podcast, and you can follow us that way. And if you want to support the show, you can click the support the show link, and that'll take you to our Amazon link. Anything that you purchase through that link doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps us out.
Yes. And Christmas is right around the corner.
Yep. Black Friday. I think they do that on Amazon.
Oh, that's right.
There's probably like a digital something or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it is simple because you have to make things simple for people, right? Because we want it now. So it's as simple as going to our website. That's it. And hitting
support the show.
And you'll see
the link.
The Amazon. Yeah.
You click
Big
on
A,
that.
There you go.
And it takes you right back to Amazon. You do your shopping and it helps us out.
Yes. You can also support the show by going to buymeacoffee.com/oppositepod and purchasing us a virtual drink. And you can subscribe to that on a monthly basis as well. So that's buymeacoffee.com/oppositepod.
Yep. Thank you. So yeah, I was, but yeah, what I was saying, like, it's these things that we do, like we get on a roll, but it's like, it's hard to maintain that just every single day. And some people, man, it's crazy. Like you do see some people that they maintain it, they go off, but it's like, I'll have a fucking scoop of ice cream and that's them going off for a little bit. You know, I'm not like that. I will eat the entire bucket of ice cream and like I'm going off right now for the next hour eating this ice cream.
And when one of us is off,
yeah,
like I've been pretty good with kind of
we drown balancing the other one.
it. I've been pretty good with balancing it out.
Yeah.
Right? Like you'll say, hey, we should get, and then I'm like, no, we shouldn't. And you're like, you're right.
And then I've been trying too, because you were saying something and I was like, I kind of want a salad or like sauce. Because I know, I don't really want a salad, but I think I should have one because it's been heavy lately.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's good. And then sometimes we just drown each other. We both go off the rails. You want ice cream? Yes. You want whipped cream? Yes. You want fucking yes, and yes. Let's do this.
I went to the store like we don't have enough candy, okay?
We need more.
So Adriana is at a birthday party right now. And she asked me to take her to the store. So I go to the store and I see these candies and I'm like, oh shit. Like it's a taffy.
A giant
banana.
Laffy taffy.
And those are my favorite, but I've never seen them that big. I always see the miniature.
So you had to get it.
So yes. And then I saw a vanilla taffy. And I know you love vanilla, so I squeezed it and I'm like, ooh, this is probably going to be good. So I come home and I tell Miguel, look what I found.
I was like, oh, shit.
That's all he said. There was like a no, you shouldn't. Do? You know, it's like, oh, shit.
It was, oh, shit, I guess we got to eat them.
Right. And so here we are, you know, and yeah, so I wanted some candy. I've been pretty good.
You have been.
I'll have
working
one.
Out.
Yes. But yesterday, we, while we're out there scaring the shit out of the kids, right?
Yeah.
I decided to bring you some Skittles because I know you like Skittles. And I had a Twix when I was in here. So I'm shoving candy into my pocket. And here we are outside with these white masks on. There's no holes, by the way. And so as soon as I see that there's a break in people, I'm like, hey, babe. He's like, what's up? I'm like, would you like some Skittles? Candy break? He's like, yep.
So we're sitting there eating Skittles.
So that's what we're talking about.
Families.
We drown each other. Like, here, babe. Like, you need more. Here you go. Here's some Skittles, babe. What else would you like? What else do you want?
You want more ice cream? Yes. You know?
You know what I noticed? You don't allow me to serve you.
What do you mean?
Not that you don't allow me, but it's because you know, like, I can do it. I can do it. Like, you don't have to do that. I can do it. You know, like yesterday, you're like, oh, I'm feeling a bit cold. I'm going to go grab a blanket or whatever.
Okay.
And you will stop me from getting up. No, I got it. I'm like, let me get it. Oh, or I'll ask you, like, babe, what is it that you need? Or, you know, what would you like to eat? Or what would you, it's like, tell me what the fuck you want. Allow me to serve you.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Shit's not that important.
It's not, but it's something that I want to do for you. Like, allow me to.
So I just got to tell you more stuff. I'll tell you more.
You know, like just let me
do this.
That's hot though. No.
Now.
I'll be like, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll work on that, Stacy.
Yes. But no, I noticed that yesterday.
Oh, that's weird.
You know, like even today, I mean, you're driving and you won't ask me to help you. You're driving and you get your glasses and you have the little wipey and you're going to clean your glasses like while you're driving instead of just saying, hey, babe, can you clean these for me.
Yeah.
So I grabbed them from you and I started cleaning them. And you're so thankful, which I love that about you. Like, you're very thankful for the things that I do for you, which makes me want to do more for you.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that it's just very rare that you do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel like it's a bother at times? Like, if I ask you, that's why most of the time I won't ask you. Like, if you're hungry, I'll just serve you. If you notice that.
Which I appreciate.
I will, when I see you when you're working from home,
yeah,
I'll make you, whatever, your coffee, whatever. Like, I just serve you. I don't ask you because a lot of times you'll be like, no, babe, I got it. Like, I got it.
Or I'll make the coffee.
Yeah. And that's fine. I'm not telling you to stop making me coffie or stop doing for me.
I just do shit.
You're so sweet.
I don't know.
Like this morning, I was like, I was upstairs getting ready because I wanted to have more fun today. And I'm like, let's go take the kids. Let's have some fun with the kids today.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful day.
Yeah.
And the kids were happy. Like, they were excited to go, because it's just, there's no responsibility.
Walk around the mall and look at stuff and.
Yeah. And I feel like we just have to let loose sometimes. Just like fucking just let it go and allow the kids to see that side of us. Because when they came home yesterday, Audrey was like, have you guys been drinking? What's up with you guys?
Yeah. Because
we were so playful with them.
Yeah, we were happy they were home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, again, letting down that responsibility. Hey, you got to take out the trash. Hey, do this. Hey, do that. And it's good to be that to help them become responsible. But it's just like letting loose. And maybe it's more me that has to just let loose sometimes, right? Because I like order in the house. Not that like I'm a freaking military sergeant,
yesterday you kind of let go,
Yeah, and so maybe what I'm feeling, it's me. Like, maybe I just need to let loose and let go, of some things. Like, what's important? Right. Yeah. I mean, we don't want everything going for shit, but I'm just saying to take that time to just have fun and be with the kids and fuck the responsibility. Come on, kids. Let's go eat garbage and be at go to the park and
That's been fun.
Yeah. There was something I was going to say and then I forgot.
Yeah. So I've been trying to say,
sorry, babe.
About like keeping this whole thing going. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend that hit me up that is also somebody that I know when it comes to work and getting things done and like not making excuses for stuff, is somebody who does that, so there's always like, there's certain people that, or maybe like somebody that you see on social media. A lot of people post motivational shit, but a lot of people you don't really know like that, so it's like, I don't know what, like, are they just posting shit just to post shit? Or is this person posting shit that is actually doing something? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like they're living what they're,
yes. Yeah. Like I have a friend of mine, Spider, Vince, that I used to play football with.
Mm-hmm.
He'll post something. He'll put up a video of him talking about a topic or whatever. But whatever he talks about, like, this is the life that he lives.
Right.
If he's talking to you about working out and motivation and being disciplined, like that is what he does.
Right.
Like he's not posting some bullshit.
Yes.
And well, a lot of times, like if I'm posting something, it's because I'm doing it.
Yes.
But then there's times if I'm not posting anything, I may not be on the fucking roll that I need to be. And and this podcast has been a perfect example of that too, because months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, it was us talking about getting shit going.
Mm-hmm.
It was us constantly talking about next week is going to be the week,
Mm-hmm.
But that's just life.
It is.
For everybody. And then we beat the fuck out of ourselves all the time for stopping and starting, or for not, or for falling off the path again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, it's better to stay on, but man, it's just part of life.
Yeah. Like you have to enjoy life.
And what I was saying is like that friend that that I was talking about on social media, like I know that when they post something, they're posting this from experience. Like they do these things. And then they sent me something about like how something that I posted motivated them. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, thanks. I was like, but I see you the same way that you're like, however you think you see me right now, like I see you the same way. And he was like, I've fallen off the path. And I'm like, dude, it's all right, you know, but that's life for everybody.
Yeah. That's the norm.
And that's the other perfect example is that most people are not posting when they have fallen off. You're not posting when you've gained all the weight.
I do.
A lot of times you won't. Maybe you'll post the side-by-side pictures after you've lost all the weight. Yeah. But most people, I don't think, are posting all like when like my life is falling apart.
Yeah, I do. But the reason why I do, and you remember the Facebook posts that I would put up, like I'm crying, I'm sharing, I'm this, but it's because I want people to know that. Like I want people to see that, yes, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but there's so much going on within. There's constant struggles and constant challenges and constant obstacles. Yeah. Like it's difficult to wake up every day, go to the gym, make it happen, like, right? Yeah, and when I don't, it's like, okay, well, I didn't make it today, right? I'm feeling depressed. There's something going on. Like, I let it out because I need people. I want people to see that. Yeah. I want people to know that our life is not perfect because people compare.
Yeah. And there's, I think, maybe you post it. I don't think a lot of people do. When things are going on. And I don't know if maybe for you should, but I don't know if you should. Like, just post your shit for the world to see all the time.
Like, well, not all the time, but.
I mean, I don't know. I would never do that.
Right.
I would never do that. I'm not posting all my shit, like, for the world to see. It's just like, I'll figure it out. I don't need to put this on everybody else.
Yeah.
I
feel for me as a coach and in our relationship, right? Because a lot of people, they see us. They see who we are. We do have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
Right? But there's times where we're struggling too. Right? Where there's times where there's a miscommunication or we get into a disagreement. How do we handle that? What are the things that we're going through? I don't know. So, I do share those things. For me, it's funny because when things are really good, it's hard for me to post as well because I'm in the moment. Like I didn't post the other day.
Because you don't want to post.
I want to be with you all. But I need to post regardless. Like the other day, I was like, it was a simple post. Like I am so in love with my husband. I'm so in love with my man.
Yeah.
And it's just something that I was feeling, and it was just very strong. And it was a quick post though. I'm so in love with my man.
Yeah.
Who is that?
We got people coming up to our window.
Yes. That's an adult.
Trick-or-treaters.
Well, that's an adult.
Something. Dude, I should have made a sign.
I think they're knocking. You didn't put the sign out today?
I put the sign up.
Oh, okay. No, they left. Okay. But that's a lot of times when, we're busy, we're like today, I didn't post anything. Well, actually, I did a picture of us and a picture of the kids very quick on the story. But when things are really, really like just good, I don't really post much. But I need to.
Yeah.
Not that I need to, but it's just, I just noticed that. Because social media for me gives me at times anxiety. But it's part of what I do, like coaching. People are always watching as well.
Yeah.
But most people, you are 100% right. When things are going bad or things aren't going the way they feel they should be going, they're not posting.
Yeah. They're getting more secluded.
Well.
You know, they're actually removing themselves from everybody at that point.
But that's why it's so hard for some people to be on social media, because they're comparing their life to everyone else's life. And oh my gosh, this person, you know, is out of town and is in Europe. And this person just, you know, got a promotion at their job and their relationship is so great and their kids and this and that. Oh, they bought a new house and a new car, because they're seeing all the good things that are happening.
Yeah.
And then comparing their life to this life, when the person that is probably going through challenges and obstacles, but they're just not showing it because they only post when it's good.
Or the ones that are struggling, nobody's posting and you don't see that.
Right. So then you feel alone. Like, what's wrong with me? Why am I always struggling? Like, it seems like everybody else is living it up and having a great life. What is wrong with me?
Yeah.
And I know a few people who actually got off of Facebook because of that.
Yeah.
Ugh. You know, there's a balance to everything.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Like we were just talking about, you brought it up the other day about technology and how it gives us the opportunity to connect with our loved ones. FaceTime. Right? Like our pictures, I always tag your mom who lives in Florida.
Well,
your aunt who lives in Florida.
Yeah, like we were talking about family and how like I wish I could be with my family at different times.
Yeah.
You know, like yesterday I was thinking about my mom.
Like you can hug them
and
more.
thinking about my brother.
Yes.
But then thinking about like humans and the technology that we've created.
Mm-hmm.
Like before, when we all used to live in communities together, like you would live with your family your entire life. Your family, your cousins probably, or they were maybe in the next tribe over or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have airplanes where your family, your parents could live, like for me, on the other side of the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah. And your brother, like your whole family can live on the other side of the country. You know, it's just, when you think about it, it's kind of crazy. But in a way, we can still kind of keep in touch with all this technology.
Right. Right.
And keep in touch with family that you normally wouldn't.
Right. Yeah, you got to take the bad with the good.
And friends, like the friends that we're going to go see, who knows? If it was for Facebook, like there might only be a few of us that would still stay in touch. Like Facebook has made it easier for all of us to stay in touch.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah.
As evil as it is.
Is it that? You have to take the good with the bad.
No, we also talked about this. People fuck shit up.
Yes.
People are notorious for fucking shit up.
Yes.
Like things start out as a good thing, and then you get enough people involved, and they will guaranteed to fuck it up.
Yes.
Like Facebook was like, hey, I think we should all like be able to talk. It would be fun. Wouldn't you like to talk to your mom way over there? Yeah. Then all of a sudden you got freaking ads and fucking watching videos and stories, and they got you fucking hooked.
That's it. Haven't seen sun
or
touched grass.
Politics. How did that start? It was a bunch of people like, you know what? We should get some people that have the other people's best interest in mind, and they can make decisions so that we could work and do stuff. It's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Then they get more and more and more people, and they just completely destroyed that shit too. That's what we do.
We also do a lot of good too.
Yeah.
So
we got to undo a lot of that other stuff
with the bad. That's what I'm saying. And there's a balance to everything.
Yeah.
There really is a balance, and you have to create that balance, right? They're not going to create that balance. The self-discipline comes from you knowing when to put down the phone, knowing when to post, when not to post, right? Having limits on video games for the kids or their tablets. It's all stems from just having that self-discipline and having the balance.
Being involved also, and just not being afraid to like step in if you need to step in, like being a parent and being okay with the kids not being happy with you.
Yes.
You know, it's like, sorry, like I don't like that you're mad at me, but I guess you're just going to have to be mad at me.
Right. Ugh. That was very difficult for me when we took in our niece and nephews. That was very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Because I was the cool aunt. And now I had to parent them. And I remember the first time I grounded our niece. I remember being in the room with her and I'm fucking crying. While I'm grounding her, she's crying and I'm crying. It was the worst. Like, ugh, that was so... Like with our kids being mad at... It's weird. I'm okay. Be mad at me. Like, you did this to yourself.
Yeah.
But with our niece and our nephews... I felt that it was more difficult for me to be that to them.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because, that wasn't my role.
Right.
That wasn't my role. It became my role. It became our role.
Yeah. Yeah. I was talking when I was on the trip to Connecticut, I was talking to one of the guys that I went with, or with the guy that I went with. And, we always talk about the kids and family and stuff like that. And his kids are older, like they're maybe around our age, something like that, and or a little younger. But they're out of school, they have careers, and they're doing stuff. And we were just kind of talking about kids today, and like how kids are growing up, and just the differences, and like really the biggest difference that I think that has made the thing that has had the biggest impact on the kids has been keeping them off of the social media and the cell phone. Like the cell phone, the social, like they've had a tablet, but they've never like really been latched onto the tablet. And there's always been times where we notice that they're getting hooked to it, and it's like, okay, well, it's gone for a while now.
Yes.
Like the Nintendo's been gone for a while. I'll unlock it whenever you ask me to unlock it, or whenever, it's the weekend and you're going to hang out with your friends or whatever, but it's not just unlocked all the time and you can play whenever you feel like it. As soon as you close your door, we have no idea what's going on. And it's just hours of Nintendo.
Right.
Or tablets or YouTube or whatever.
What we did well was helping them become aware because Joey, we were talking to him about the addiction, being addicted to.
Yeah. Well, it was, and we explained to them like how it happens and what they're doing. Like I was just saying, how people fuck shit up. We were also talking about video games back in the day.
Oh, yes.
How did video games start? It was people like, hey, let's make something fun for other people to play. Yeah, that sounds great. Let's see how fun we can make this stuff. And it turns into, let's see how addictive we could make this stuff.
And how
let's
much
see
money.
How much money we can make from this stuff. Let's see how many corporate partners we can get from this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like Nintendo wasn't like that.
Right.
It's freaking crazy.
Yes.
Sorry. We keep going back to the... Yeah. On a positive note. Oh God.
It's been fun.
No, there's another thing. I don't remember where this came up, but we were talking about it. It came up somewhere with us. We were listening to something or watching something, but they were talking about like if you're in a relationship and you're going through something, right? And you go to your friends, the type of responses that you get from your friends
when you're talking to them about a challenge
that you're going through
with your wife with your husband.
And this isn't like a girlfriend. This is like maybe your fiance, maybe you've been married or whatever.
Right.
And the response is something like, they're probably doing this.
Or you need to leave his ass.
Or that motherfucker's doing, or
right.
You need to leave him. You don't need to be putting up with this shit.
Right.
Or stuff like that. Like, you have to like think about that. Is that really your friend? Mm-hmm. Like somebody that would give you that advice, just like that's like some serious life-changing stuff that they're advising.
Right.
You know what I mean? And somebody that has your best interest in mind. I mean, unless you're being abused or something like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess there's different situations, but there are some people that are just like quick to, it's like, that's not.
This is what you want to ask yourself. Do they have the relationship? Are they in a relationship? Do they have a relationship that I admire or that I want? Right? Like you know?
Yeah.
And if they are that, so that's the person you want to ask for advice. If it's someone who's been married and divorced 3 times,
yeah,
or have had, you know, just a complicated marriage or relationships or whatever it may be, you may want to question whether you want to accept that advice. If I am looking to build wealth, I'm not going to go ask Cousin Bob who lives in his mom's basement.
You know what's funny though is that more often than not, the advice just fucking comes. Like people love, I've been telling you, people love talking about shit. They love to know some shit. And it's usually the people that don't know some shit that love to tell you the shit that they don't know about. It's like, oh, this is what you need to do with your money. It's like, what are you doing with your money? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And usually the people that are doing stuff, they don't really talk about it that much. But if you were to ask them and you're like, oh, so-and-so does this, I wonder how they got into that. You start asking them and they're like, oh, well, I did this and I did that. And then, but it's like, it's funny. The ones that don't know are quick to offer up the advice, but the other ones, you have to seek it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And exactly like you said, you have to look to see if they have what you want.
Right.
You know, because why would you take that advice if they don't?
And that's with everything. That's with parenting. That's with relationship. That's with finances. That's with health. And then you have people that actually work in the industry that still don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah. Yep. I think last week or the week before we were talking about, you know, asking questions or like having the kids question stuff, you know, and it kind of reminded me, I don't know if I said it on the podcast that I needed to talk to the kids about it, but we did. We were sitting having dinner one of these past nights, and we were talking to them about just questioning. It might have been yesterday. We was like, just question everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Joey was mentioning something that one of his teachers
yes
had mentioned.
Yeah, he told them something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but the way Joey was telling it back to us, I was like, something doesn't seem right with the story that you're telling. And then you were like, well, either Joey's not telling it right, or he misunderstood it, or the teacher didn't tell it right, or something. But that doesn't sound right. And then I was telling Joey too, like, because he also really likes this teacher, and it seems like he has an influence on him, which is great.
Right. He's a good teacher. Audrey had him, and she loved him too.
I think that's when you can get into trouble. Like if you don't question those types of people, like, or if you start getting the feeling that you can't question, you know, because those people do have influence over you. You like them. They have some sort of charisma that attracts you to them, and they're telling you things, and some things are true, and they could slip in some shit that may not be true,
right,
and you just don't know.
Yes. And Joey's response when you told him that was, well, teachers are supposed to know everything, right?
Yeah. And
parents are supposed to know everything, right? No.
Yeah. And we're like, no. Yeah. And then I was like, and there's nothing wrong with you looking it up. Like, even if it's something that I tell you, I was like, I could be wrong. So look it up for yourself. You can, if what we're looking for is the truth, then there's nothing wrong with looking it up.
Right.
You know?
Yep. You've always told me that as well. You've always, and that's something that I never really even thought about until you started telling me about it.
Look it up. Look it up. Go look it up.
You know, because it's like, wait, what? Who told you what? I would look that up. But that's who you are. Like, you just question everything, you know? And me, I'm like, oh, that sounds about right. All right. I'll do that exercise. Okay.
Look, you want to know a good example for why you guys need to fucking look up everything? Because I told you today, I was like, I'm about to tell you about something, but this is how I learned about it. Do you remember what I told you? I was like, I read 2 headlines. I watched half a video, and now I'm an expert on this topic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you guys need to be looking shit up for yourselves, because there's all kinds of people out there that fucking read 2 headlines, watch half a video, and now they know everything there is to know about that shit.
And, you know, the truth is, like, with us, we share with you guys our experiences, right? Yeah. Like we just share with you guys our experiences and what's worked for us and what has not worked for us. But it doesn't mean that it will fit whatever it is that like you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing we can talk about are the things that we've done and the things that we find to be true for us. Yeah. The diet that may help me lose weight may not help you.
Yeah. Look it up.
Yeah. What is that saying?
I don't know.
Shoe doesn't fit.
If the shoe fits, wear it. Something like that. And with that, thank you guys for being with us. Like I said before, make sure you go to our website, oppositesattractpodcast.com. Share it with the people that you know. The best thing that you can do is leave us a comment, rate, subscribe, review, thumbs up, all that stuff. And go to the New Clips channel or find the clip on Facebook that you like and share it with somebody that you know. Let them know about the podcast. Tell them to subscribe and like and all that stuff too.
All that good stuff. Thank you guys for your love. Thank you for your support. And thank you for watching Opposites Attract Podcast,
where we get better
together.
Bye.